to day 29. We just got done with the Masters Hammer and Chisel Total Body Chisel. Now, we've mentioned all along that, we're looking for the hammer days because that's Sagi's workouts, but I will tell you that this workout, if you choose the right weights, can be a heavy lifting day. If you want to grab as heavy of weights as you can to do your squats, you do a squat, you do chest press, and then what's the third move on that first round?
Reverse lunges?
No, that's in the second round. Squat, chest press, I don't remember.
I thought it was reverse lunges.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, reverse row.
Oh, reverse row. Well, now that we got that covered.
I knew it was reverse something.
Yeah. So you hit the legs, you hit the chest, and then you hit your back. But in each one of those instances, I grabbed the heaviest weight that we had here, and by the third round, I was really feeling it. Again, next time we do this, we still got to get our weight plates out and stuff for our machine that we have in here. When we go to chest press, I think I'll use the actual chest machine. Either one of us will actually use that so that we can heavy up the weight even more on that. But that would probably be the only thing in the entire day that I probably could have done more weight with what we have as far as dumbbells are concerned. But then you get into the second round and you can do heavy flies and you can do heavy lunges and heavy step-ups. And so I was telling her at the end, I accidentally picked up a heavier weight than I thought I was picking up when we were doing the step-ups, or step-downs technically at that point. And I got a little dizzy in the head on the second and third rounds. I was like, whoa, man. And that's usually when you're working legs real heavy. You might start getting that dizzy feeling at times. But great workout. I feel swollen in my arms. That bicep one at the end with your laying the head all the way back, I did it on the ball the last time. Not nearly as good of an exercise as doing it with the bench. So when you lay all the way back and you're concentrating that, I just used 25s in that second and third round. It was hard to finish the set of 10. So really good workout, really enjoyed it. Great first day of the second month. Felt good about it.
I liked it because it wasn't cardio.
Although, well, not as tired, but I'm sweating.
But that's, you
Work
can
up sweat.
sweat without doing cardio.
I was winded during the step-ups and step-downs, whatever those
I was glad he moved up in weights because Phillip and I are kind of battling for weights right now on some things. So he's like, what are you going to be using? Like, whatever you're not using, because I don't want to take a weight that he wants. So when he moved up to 25s on the step downs, I was like, oh, thank God I can have 20s, because 15s just weren't enough for me. And even then, I think I could have gone up a little bit more. I was waiting for him to want to lower back down so I could steal him, because, not that you're weak, but the bench that we have, the new one, is a lot higher than the bench that we have been using the last 2 times.
Yeah, so the bench she was using considerably lower.
Well, it's by a couple inches, yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but he never
Instead
did.
of the foot being almost at a 90-degree angle, my foot's like...
They can't see you.
I don't know, maybe they can. My foot's way up high. Yeah.
No. It's okay. Anyways, but I enjoyed today's routine. I wouldn't say it's one of my favorites by any means. It is a good workout, and like Phillip said, is, if you choose the right weights, it can be a really good workout. But again, it's one of those days where it leaves me going, like, we worked, it was a total body, just like the name of the title, but it's like you never really killed that one part of your body. The reverse rows, I really need to go up on my reverse rows. 30s just weren't challenging enough at all, but the highest weight we have is 35, and he was using it. So.
And I think 35s was right for me, so I couldn't go up any more than that. But again, it goes back to, we could utilize the Olympic bar.
Yeah, so we just need to break out our plates. And that's why I said, maybe once I get heavier weights that I feel like I'm really pushing, because today feels like it should be a heavy weightlifting day. It's not one of Autumn's typical, let's just do a bazillion things with light weights.
Right, it's 10 reps, so it's not high reps, it's not low reps. It's kind of that typical, I'm going to go to the gym and do 3 sets of 10, you know, or whatever. So it's not, you know, it's not high repetitions like a lot of her workouts.
Yeah, so, and like she does say in it is today you should be going up in your weights and pushing yourself. And like I said, I just don't feel like I got, the only one that I felt like I got a really good burn on is the arms, like Phillip was saying, when you do the bicep curls. And part of my struggle was my elbows, again, holding in that position, it really straightens your arms completely out and puts a lot of strain on those elbows, and I'm already having elbow issues. So going up with it, I didn't have a problem. My biceps are perfectly fine going up. That's not where it hurt me. It was going down because that's where the pressure would hit my elbow. So then I started thinking, well, I'll curl up and then I'll hammer down. But then I felt like I'm cheating my bicep because now I'm losing the movement going down. So then I just suffered through it. But that's the only one that I felt like was a really good burn for me. The squats and everything else, I need to push myself a little bit harder.
You could go jump on your squat rack next week.
And actually I was getting there. I was gonna say once we get our all of our weights set up, I'll probably be off screen a couple of times because I can heavy load the squats on this day, and I can do that really nicely. And even doing the reverse lunges, I could load this up and do reverse lunges.
Or you can even do that with the Olympic bar on your shoulders.
Except for the fact getting the weight I want up on my shoulders would be difficult. I don't have a squat rack because you haven't bought me one yet.
Here we go. I'm not going to say on camera that I'm going to get it, so I'm not putting it out there.
I'll get it eventually. But yeah, so until I can though, this rig here, I can rig it up and I can use it for reverse lunges. Like I said, I just feel like today should be like I want to lift heavy today because you don't really burn anything out. I will say a positive note for me is I do feel a lot stronger on the step down curtsies that you have. I remember before it was just like, I'd be like dying. And today I was using 20s and I didn't have any problem whatsoever. And like I said, I feel like I should have gone up on it, but I don't know that I'm ready for 30s. And he had the 25s.
Yeah, and my review, so this is a perfect example. For me, I absolutely enjoyed today's workout, but I kind of like total body workouts. I don't know, I really like this workout. I could do this one a couple times a week and really, really enjoy it. If I was going to put together a mashup program, I'd probably include this as one of my weekend workouts because I'd probably have concentrated chest, back, whatever.
For a total body, I agree. It's a good one for a total body. Like I said, it just goes back to, I feel like today I should have been able to push myself a little bit harder than what I did. Again, it goes back to you need to make sure that you choose the right weights for each movement that you do. I'm not giving it a negative review. I'm just giving it
I wasn't saying that. I was just saying that we have a little bit different of opinion, obviously.
Well, but that goes back to everybody's personality. He likes doing a lot of body weight movement exercises, and you've never really been a let me max myself out person.
I refuse to max out.
I'm more about, I want to hit a new PR, and I want to max it out, and I want to push myself and see just how far my body can go. So again, I'm a very competitive person, and so for me, that competitive mode, I want to push myself and push myself. So again, it just goes back to different personalities, and it doesn't mean my
different goals and different, yeah.
Yeah, we're allowed to disagree every once in a while.
Oh no, that's what my point was exactly that we are obviously having a little bit of different, but it goes, like she's saying, it goes back to, I do heavy lifting, but it's heavy in the range of 10s and sets of 10, or I might do some sets of 8 or whatever. But I'm not trying to throw on, like if I'm doing a bench press, I'm not trying to throw on a bunch of 45s and get in the gym and put it up one time and then Never
But
gonna happen.
nobody's even talking about that.
No, but what I'm saying, yeah, you were saying you have to heavy up the weights.
Yes, but today is a heavy day. You should be heavying it up because 10 is a low number. I'm not talking about doing powerlifting where I want to max out with 1 or 2 just to see what my total max out is for 1. No, I want to be able to do 10 sets. I want to do it 3 rounds. I want to, you know what I mean? I want to be able to put the numbers up with a heavier weight. And again, today it is made to be a heavy lifting day. It's made for you to push yourself. She even tells you, get your iPad out, get your phone out, whatever. Write down your number because you want to push yourself every single week. You should be able to with the numbers that she's given you during this time. And because of the fact that you are doing a leg, a back, or a leg, a chest, a back, you know, that one body part has time to rest before you hit it again. So, yes.
Well, there you go.
Differing opinions are okay. But yeah, I'm excited to, like I said, try out the new machine and see what we can do over there and work it into today's program. I actually thought about grabbing the bar today on a couple of things like the squats and stuff, but it's not enough weight to make a difference for me. Mm-hmm. But that's one thing I was going to say before we started differing our opinions. Was one negative thing again that I have is you are, especially that first round, you never set your weights down. So like I was using 30s when we were doing the squats, and then I would do a 30 when we came over here to the chest press, and then 30s when we were doing the rows. So I was holding those 30s the whole time. Another negative is you suffered from it, your benches. You go from an incline to a flat, to an incline to a flat, and she doesn't give you a lot of time in between to really move your bench. So for instance, we have 2 totally different benches, and my bench you have to pull the lever out, set it where you want it, get it through the hole, and then shove it back in. So it takes a little bit longer than if it was a traditional bench, like if you go to your gym, most of your gyms just have it, you pull it out, and you let it go and it clips into place, which this one should. But this one doesn't. Maybe it's just not
I figured it out. I had a little trouble with it the first time, but I figured it out. You have to pull from the back because I was trying to pull from underneath there.
Because it's a longer.
It's a long bench, so yeah, it was just hard to set it up.
So, but that would be the only other negative that I would throw out there is she doesn't give you a lot of time if you have a thickly bench to be able to get it. So I was behind a little bit, but that's okay. I just did my numbers and I pushed it through. The other thing that I did different is I didn't do 10 tricep dips. Where on the last review I said that I struggled with the tricep dips, but it was because you and I were trying to share the same bench. So I felt I didn't have enough room to really do my arms how I wanted. So today I was able to bang them out, and instead of just doing 10, I would just go as fast as I could until we were out of time. So I did anywhere from 15 to 20, and I'll try to beat that number every single time.